He thinks different, he's built different.
Okay. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the drafting phase here for game number 3. And there you go. Right off the bat, Fanny respected away from Kyrie. And I think this is the way to go. But this makes BREN being put... What's going on?
The ONIC fans. The amount of ONIC fans that went, no!
Yeah.
Because of the Fanny ban?
Yeah.
It's too much hero to be respected.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, right? What else is going to be able to facilitate that gameplay for Kyrie? It's got to be the Ling that is up next on the board, or even a Lancelot. That's something that we might see. Or even a Hayabusa, even though I don't really like the Hayabusa, but if it's Kyrie on the Hayabusa, that might be a different case. Here we go for a Kaja being banned out by BREN, and ONIC still with the same here, Valentina, Minotaur, and if no changes here, Joy.
Interesting.
Yep.
Let's keep in mind that BREN is supposed to be on the blue side, which means they get that first pick. So again, Coach Yep, he respects that. It's like, all right, if they want to be able to get a flex pick as good as the Joy, I might as well ban it out. And that's when you see the Ling. High mobility, high damage, like focused around a jungler.
They want the fast game. They want the pick-off game during the early game. They just don't want to let Kyrie enjoy that fun.
But then the response coming up from ONIC is actually very smart here, making sure that they get the farmers for themselves, just the insurance policy in case this does end up being a team fight composition and they want Ling to kind of finish it off.
What do ONIC pick up here? Paquito, Arlet, Uranus? Oh, I really don't like Uranus.
I think the Paquito is not too bad. If they really want to sandbag it, they can go for the Uranus. But for me personally, at least with the flexibility of the Paquito going into either the jungle, which actually has a pretty decent matchup against the Ling, and I don't know, maybe if FTZ is feeling like he wants to lose the lane, throw the Paquito in towards the EXP to give good guy Boots an opportunity to show himself and actually win it out.
Especially Paquito is having a versatile build too. You can make it sustainable, you can make it burst damage. It depends on the draft later when the teams needs to do what. But yeah, after we Zilling, are we gonna see another Angela?
Yeah.
The couple combo.
I was about to say, I was like, if this is Uranus Angela, God.
Please don't be.
I hear it.
Okay.
All right. Well, now I guess ONIC can definitely go for the Esmeralda here if they really, really want to counter this Angela.
I mean, if they go into the Esmeralda, we're expecting to see a Dyroth ban come out at about the same time, right? I was hoping that maybe AP BREN...
Cannot! Fredrin!
I mean, yeah, the Fredrin is already locked in. I get that, but I was hoping that they would actually go for the Arlet instead, because you know that they want to clump up. Hopefully, they're able to shut them down with this. Oh, the lights are coming out for ONIC.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. But yeah, using again Esmeralda right now, maybe quick hasty one. Maybe they can pick it on the 4th pick or even the 5th pick if the Esmeralda's still there. But they need to be wait and look at that Arlet as you wish, G. As you wish.
I was hoping the Arlet for AP BREN side, but instead ONIC themselves are able to take it up. And I think it's a good idea. It's a good way to kind of disengage the composition and also takes away the opportunity for AP BREN to even try some crazy stuff. But regardless, we start going into the 2nd phase, and I think we still have a number of problems. Number one, I'm expecting Melissa to somewhat get banned for the side of ONIC. We saw ONIC actually pick it up in game number 2 to punish the farmers, so it's only natural that they ban it out.
Yeah, and there it is on cue there with the Melissa being taken out. And now it kind of limits the choices here for ONIC. Gold laner, I guess the only hero that they can go for that is reliable in that sense, Brody. If they want to go crazy for CW, even a Moskov can be picked up here.
Brody is a good hero since it can stop Ling for a moment when Ling try to aim Brody later. But Moskov is a not bad option if they want to play the long game, because we know how Moskov capable of on the late game.
And it's mobile enough to actually get that initial knockback, right? If they wanted to really delay and look for disengages. Oh, so they get rid of the Hilda as well. Respects and actually good research being done by AP BREN.
Yeah, next Masha.
Next Masha? I mean, they've been banning it out almost pretty much every single game as their final ban. Let's see if that's going to be correct here.
Oh wait, they can't. They don't need to.
I mean,
already an Arlet and a Paquito.
I don't know. Masha can be thrown into as a roamer, quote unquote.
Yeah, Arlet as...
Unless Arlet Rome.
Yeah, Arab
Because
Pro.
I don't think that Kiboy would pick up the Masha.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he was willing to pick up the Hilda. Masha's not too far off.
I'll do push-ups.
I've never seen her be so adamant. Keyboy will never. He would never.
Not on my watch.
But that push-up thing, I didn't see that coming.
But so it comes back down to this last final
Yep.
ban coming in from BREN, seeing as ONIC have opted to take the Yves out of the board. And what's it gonna be?
Fra still there, Cho still there. If they want like a single target luck hero to stop Link.
I think Cho is not a bad ban in this particular position as
Yep.
well, right? Because, I mean, if you
Kufra.
are... Kufra is also not bad, but it's like pick your poison, right? Because at the end of the day, the main combination coming in from AP BREN, which has been revealed, is the Ling as well as the Angela. Oh, they ban out the Beatrix. Okay. Interesting. So, quite the limitation on the marksman side. Does that mean that AP BREN, or at the very least for Super Marco, is looking for Harith?
Yeah, I think so. Because they're limiting the CW heroes right now. And after all the marksman has been used or the lastly picked by the CW, maybe they gonna pick the magical damage gold laner.
Bro.
Like maybe the Harriet or maybe
Yeah.
the Lunox. We can see the debut of Lunox for
That's
gold
the
lane.
thing. If CW picks up the Brody, Harith pick.
All right. Let's see, because at the end of the day,
Wait,
Red
Claude's
side,
still open, sorry.
yeah, that's the thing. Harith,
They
locked
do it
in.
first.
Regardless, they get it. And now AP BREN, I don't even think they mind too much. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Arlet is already in. The Paquito is already in. Claude might not necessarily be the greatest, but you could technically outplay it still. Technically.
But with Varamis, they stick together. No backline heroes. Cloud Blazing Duet will be scatter a lot.
Atlas.
Oh yeah, Atlas.
Put Angela in mid lane, pick up an Atlas. Because now you really need some lockdown coming in. It could be Atlas, it could be Grok, it could be Kufra, but just please flex this Angela mid.
And maybe they can play with Sicilian gold lane like Bang Sin before. If they need the magic damage.
Look, if they're going to go that route, might as well put Esmeralda as well, right? Whoa! Whoa!
It's clean debut now. Oh my
Wait,
god.
wait.
Who's
it's Rizla? Who? Huh? How? Where? Where are they going now?
Fredrin Rome, I guess.
Fredrin Rome?
Fredrin mid?
Fredrin...
Oh my god, it's confusing.
I am...
I'm guessing about like there is like gonna be on the XP
Pick.
lane.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and the Fredrin gonna be the roam. Or are they gonna be the mid lane?
I guess. I think that would be the best setup that you could ask
Yeah,
for,
that's
right?
the best option right now.
I'm
That
just-
we can guess.
Yeah, that we can possibly guess here. But oh man, I haven't seen Clint in a hot second here. I mean, the true damage is always going to be relevant, but more so, they probably could have gone for a more mobile marksman. Regardless, the Masha is going to get locked in for the side of ONIC. So both sides, and hey, yeah. Who's in the Rome position? Who's in the Rome position?
I
heard
told you!
some
Come
push
on!
up.
No push-ups for me, Gideon!
So close. It was so close.
I was like, no way. So I don't exactly understand this draft, but maybe the casters do. So with that being said, let's throw it over to Mirko and Leo. Kring, 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 kring. Phone a friend.
Hello, Mirko here, and yeah, I mean, we've seen this draft before, BREN. We've seen them play this. Actually, in the ISF Asian Championships, they were able to use the Angeling into the Fredrin. You remember that? Oh, Leo. Earth to Leo.
We also
Angeling.
played the Clint, man. Sorry,
Ah.
I was spaced out. I was trying to analyze exactly how BREN are going to clap back because, again, momentum on ONIC side, and ONIC have done well to kind of adjust, right? Like, they're playing with fire as well. There's a lot of damage, and there's a lot of question marks
Yeah.
for both of them.
There's a lot, and I think there's more question marks to the side of BREN. Because sure, we have seen it before, but we haven't seen it a lot. We've seen like 2-3 games with this composition, with the Fredrin. Usually when you go Angela mid, you go for Cho Rome. So Fredrin Rome is definitely a new dynamic that, again, we have seen before, but will it work against ONIC?
Yep. Here we see that it's actually not the way it is. This is mid-lane Fredrin.
Ooh.
This was foreshadowed, or at least featured on MPL Philippines social media.
Okay.
They asked you, hey, what emblem set does a Fredrin need in mid so that he can perform? And this is exactly what it is. This was a little better, all right? This was a little better than what was seen at ISF. I like it. Just the same, still AP BREN. But one thing that I do like is the fact that AP BREN are showing us something new. They're showing us something new so that this puts ONIC on a weird footing. But wait, there's a reason why Clint's not part of the metagame.
Yeah, that was the big question, right? I mean, there was a big question mark in the mid lane duo. How is it going to be played? Ogwen now, we have seen it. He has a roam boot, so he is going to be roaming. But yeah, I mean, Keyboy stepping in as well in this gold lane. So Marco's going to lose a whole lot, and CW wants to completely just punish him down. What are your thoughts on this claim? Like, what? I understand. They want to create a just solid front-to-back comp, and a lot of these heroes have been already banned out. But yeah, I don't like Clint.
It's weird. It's not a clean front to back. It's not the usual Beatrix or Melissa that kind of plumps himself down and, you know, goes ahead and then throws out the auto attack. He's closer to Brody, right? But less engaged or less committed to it. So yeah, in case the whole Angeling or nice one baby, as it's called back in the Philippines, doesn't work out, they have a flick to look out for. They have something on the back foot. Now, if that's the answer that we were looking for here when you're down a game, or at least when you're at 1-1, we're not so sure. Again, one more look at what that mid lane Fredrin is rocking. Phew, come on, man. This is what exactly he posted, right? Tank emblem with both defense, adaptive defense, hybrid defense, and Concussive Blast. So it's a lane bully. It's a lane bully.
Yeah. I think we're seeing that already early on from Few. He is a very sustainable hero as well on this Fredrin, so he is going to be able to force a lot of these skirmishes in towards the Turtle side as well. Turtle started by Flapteasy, holding on to it, but Boots and Keyboy will shoo him away from this hold.
Yep, it's two big boys. Keyboy on the Arlet and that Masha pushing away Flapteasy, but it's Few who starts the pull. And again, this is usual, right? It's just not usual that it's the mid laner, the Fredrin here, finds the priority.
Let's see here, already a few resources. Used up Keyboy with Final Slash onto Few, trying to dish out some more damage. Boots with a good disarm. Few forced to back away. Sans with a splash, and ONIC with the turtle pressure. They've won this battle for now. But BREN, AP BREN are not letting go. They want to shoo ONIC away, and they have been quite successful. Ling invading and punishing these movements from ONIC.
Now it's CW's turn to feel the wrath of early game pressure. Kyrie to the rescue, as well as Sans. Deadlock on EXP, and of course, you can say the same for net gold worth for both sides. Again, almost negligible between AP BREN and ONIC right now, and both teams just decide to let go of Turtle. This is the slowest we've ever gone in the early game, all series long. 3 minutes in, Turtle's already spawned, no kills yet.
Yeah, both teams are very, very passive, don't want to commit onto this Turtle. They would much rather just prolong the laning phase, I guess. They want to give CW and for AP BREN, in their case Super Marco, time to farm up to get to those item power spikes. But I have one big concern, additional concern for AP BREN. Magic damage, right? I mean, it's 4 physical damage dealer, 1 quote-unquote magic damage dealer, but Ogwen is a roamer here. He will build most likely towards utility. You'll have an Ice Queen 1, a fleeting time, but I'm not really expecting damage when I see an Angela roam.
So they're going to rely on shock and awe. They're going to flip the switch, step on the clutch when ONIC's not expecting it, and they're going to hope that the item game isn't on as well. It's not all there. Now Sans and Boots going to be able to see. The Khaleesi will clearly get the turtle here. And yeah, that's a delayed turtle take. There could have been 2 turtles by this time.
We might only see 2 turtles in the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
Boots now caught in the penalty zone. Flapteasy with a good chunk, but as we all know, Masha can take a beating. This goes back, Final Slash brings Few back on the Sans. Shadow Stampede now going to be used up, pulling him back with a hard card. Comes in clutch. Khaleesi with a re-engage onto the back with a cold altar coming down. The silence takes them out of the Appraiser's wrath. Now, 3-man taunt from Few, locking him down under the turret. Kyle gets clapped by Thunder. CW with his Amon Force taking a kill back in. Final Slash, bringing Ogwen and CW with 1 more hit. And ONIC somehow, they come out on top.
3 for 1. Kyrie for Few, Ogwen, and Kyle. But all this time, AP BREN had the follow-through. They understood that, yeah, we lost that trade in mid. Marco, just hold your ground, push that tier 1 down bottom. And in the end, it's not as evident just yet. but ONIC will come out on top here. They're going to find a way to clap back, and here's that amazing moment. The 3-man taunt, it's just a backup from ONIC, came in so much faster.
That rotation, man, from the Harith. This is something that the Clint cannot do, and you're seeing it abused. This is the meta that we've seen in Season 7, MPL ID, MPL PH Flap. Flicker. No flickers, penalty zone used up. CW now with Zaman forces. Keyboy rotates over as well, but now Kyle has come over. CW can't escape from this one. That's the Tempest of Blades and the Defiant Blades by Kyle taking 2 kills away.
All right, AP BREN here, more than made up for that blunder in mid, more than made up for the 3-for-1 trade. And now, a quarter of a minute until this turtle comes up. Can I just say I missed this tempo of fights?
Yeah.
This is all the way a throwback to 2021, right? Season 7, Season 8, wherein the Angela and the Ling were in demand. Fights don't happen very long, but they do happen often and everywhere across the map. I'm looking to see how ONIC will respond since they really haven't gone to the modus of sending Boots to do the annoying thing. Here's a clear take and a 3-man, 4-man taunt by Few.
Beautiful secure Few now jumping in. Boots soaking in the damage right now. Supermarco's able to create this line with the help of the team. Keyboy running away right now, but he goes back in with a vengeance. Now Kyrie on the back. Not enough to take anyone down. Call Alter saving his life, but CW in the back will get chunked very low. Gets into the Call Alter in time. Now Boots in the midst of it all. Gonna be melted down, and Kyle Teasy with a double kill. They've outplayed ONIC in this skirmish.
Shock and awe. Again, they forced Hans to click the called altar. He did get it in, and he was playing with the walls, with the spacing, so that he can provide extra HP to his fallen comrades. But just the same, AP BREN, they have the amount of CC that they need. The taunt, and of course, the heart on a string. I've never seen an Angela do so well, and now another fight breaks out.
2-man final slash. Flapteezy now caught in a 1v4. Kyrie taking low penalty zone!
Boom!
Locks them down to the appraisers. Rat Kalteezy in the back as Keyboy gets taken out in the front. Sans caught in the knockup.
And down goes Sans. 4 for 1. 9-4, just under 8 minutes. And look at the conversion. Through the roof. AP BREN now up by 4,000 gold. Mirko, that was the slowest early game, but just the same, the fastest clutch from early to mid we've seen all series long. And you thought we couldn't get any better.
No. The reality of things, sometimes it's stranger than fiction, but for AP BREN, it is absolutely wonderful. Let's take a look at the items here. I want to take a look at just the Clint. Yeah, it's just a normal build. There's nothing too special about it. It's just what you build on Clint. BOD into an endless battle. And again, the Clint's been doing work, Leo. The pick that we have been criticizing, that we have been questioning here, like we mentioned earlier, it's back to that old meta where the gold lane is just a side hustle. It's not a full-time job anymore. They don't lane, they just rotate. They clear rotate. It's an XP lane, but different.
It's a different take on the 131, right? Because 2021 was the year of the 131.
Yep.
Here, it's not as clear a 131 because that mid lane, we haven't seen this in a while. It's a mid lane bully. It's, I guess, reminiscent of the mid lane Lapu Lapu. Right? But this time around, it's the Fredrin. He wasn't around at the time.
Nope.
But here, AP BREN are making it work. Now they're invading the purple.
Not much that ONIC can do. AP BREN just doing exactly what they want, however they want to do it. Boots in the bottom lane, melted down, and this should not do. Nope. Boots instantly just taken out. They give it over to kill Supermarco, and again, AP BREN are outplaying, are out-rotating, are just doing everything, reading ONIC out.
Yep, this is cross-map pressure like we haven't seen in quite a while. Not just that, the whole dynamic of when AP BREN engages on you, it forces a response that the current metagame isn't prepared for, or at least the draft that ONIC brought in isn't prepared for. You're so used to these big 4v5s, 5v5s, and then you have a weird off-kilter hero coming in from a weird angle. But here, oh wait, Kyle Teasy.
Nope.
All right, see? So you want to be honest, you want to be fair about your engages, but AP BREN doesn't allow for that.
Not at all. Look at the turret, base turret chunked that low, and BREN, they're just styling on ONIC right now, utilizing every single bit of that gold lead, of that map pressure that they have, the advantages that they have to completely punish ONIC. Time of the Blades. Not used up just yet. Penalty zone though. Connects onto the back. The call ultra saves CW for a bit as Baptiste gets caught in the turret aggro. Meanwhile, in the back, Boots unable to melt anyone down. But Super Marco, the complete opposite. CW knocked up. Final slash.
And they're still going. Hard guard on. Down goes Sans. Keyboy as well.
Wipeout. It's a wipeout. 10 minutes in. The only reason Sans is up is because of his passive.
And with that, AP BREN are gonna knock down this inhibitor up top. And the end is nigh. Can Sans clear the wave?
It should be over. Sans trying desperately to clear out the waves. He doesn't even